Hi everyone, this is Alma coming to you from Long Beach, California. Today is Friday, April 30th of the year 2021. It's a very special day. I am wrapping my Disney the Floral Mickey Mouse shirt because Disneyland is open to us today once again. Don't know when I'll be able to go, but it's just such a comfort to know that it's back. The magic is back is the slogan they've chosen. So it's really nice to know that not only are visitors allowed to return, but the cast members as well. The people that haven't been able to work for so long. They're back, and judging from the pictures I've seen, they're trying to get as many cast workers back in and working as they can. So it's wonderful. That aside, this is FlossTube after all, so this will be the 57th FlossTube video that I recorded. So I'm back for another week. I really didn't know if I was going to record this weekend or not. I don't have too many things to show you, but on the few things I do want to show you, I've made a lot of progress. So I thought it was, at the end of the day, it was probably worthwhile to do a video. So welcome to you all. Sorry for that rambling. Welcome to you all. Welcome back to my returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you as ever for your continuing support, for coming back week after week. I'll always say it, your support is very much appreciated. And if this is your first time visiting, then welcome. You have found my little corner of YouTube where I talk about my cross-stitch projects, my many cross-stitch projects that I have on the go. So I'll talk a little bit about the plans that I have for each of my projects. I may go into details about certain aspects of the projects as I go along. But yeah, and they're mostly full coverage. So if that sounds like something of interest, and I invite you to go ahead and settle in, grab a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, and I hope that you consider sticking around and subscribing to my channel and continuing to follow me on my stitching journey. So as I mentioned, I did do quite a bit of work on a few things, so let's get started. And of course, first and foremost, as always, I've kind of made a habit of showing this one first. This is my oldest whip that I have on the go. This is Hogwarts Castle at Night. The pattern I got from the Stitching Girl on Etsy, but she doesn't sell it anymore. It is still available from other shops, but this particular one isn't available. So this is what I've done so far since the last time I showed it to you. As you can see, I've done quite a bit of work on the next tower on the black. It's all been black. I really haven't done too many colors except for that one weekend where I work on the confetti. It's all been black. It's just been black. And this month I'll have stitched 9,000 stitches on Hogwarts alone. This week was I reached the 21 in 21 challenge goal, which means I stitched 21,000 stitches. You're supposed to do it throughout the year of 2021, but you know, I've got goals, so I managed to do it within 5 months. And not only that, but I have just about 21,000 stitches to go on it. So I'm just going right on to round 2 and hoping to get a finish before the end of July. So yeah, very exciting. Even if it's been, you know, just black, all the black stitching, it's okay. I mean, I just, you know, pop in a movie, or if I'm zooming with some of my friends, and it's nice, easy stitching to do where you don't have to concentrate too much. Another piece that I've been working on, and I don't know if I've shown this to you too recently, kind of, sometimes I forget, but this is Fractal Energy by Tilton Crafts. I believe I started this in November of 2019, but I could be wrong. Actually, that sounds like it's way too long ago, maybe 2020. I'll have to double check. that's also one of the pieces that I like to stitch on when I'm watching TV. This is what I have so far. I've got a little over 7,000 stitches done on this, and it doesn't look like too much. I just have the here. So I'm working on this side right here. So it's just, again, just a lot of solid black on one side, and then the night sky. So I don't know if the lighting is very weird today. I think it's because I'm recording later in the afternoon than I normally do, but it's supposed to be like really dark blue, and then it's slowly but surely getting into the lighter tones, and it's eventually going to be purple, yeah, for the sunset. So this has been steady progress, I suppose. Again, I kind of grab it when I'm watching TV with my boyfriend or something. The next piece I do want to show you is one that you've seen many times. It's a project that I'm doing for a friend of mine that is about to have a baby boy. She let me know that nursery for the baby boy will be Winnie the Pooh themed, so I immediately knew I had to make something for her. And I was trying to beat the clock. I was trying to make sure that I got it done before baby boy got here. And I'm very happy to say that I managed to get it done. This week I just powered through it and got them finished. So the pattern is by Hornswoggle's store on Etsy. And I made some changes. Sorry for the crinkly, I mean, it's fresh out of the Q-snap. I haven't even ironed it yet. I made quite a few changes to this. I didn't use the called for colors. I just used what I had in my stash that I thought matched what the called for colors were. But I also added a lot of details to it that weren't necessarily charted. So for example, this entire background area is all half stitched because I figured it's supposed to be sky, so it wouldn't hurt it if it was a little bit softer. And then additionally, I did the bush right here. I also did that in half stitch, but with 4 strands, because I figured bush like it could give it that texture of foliage or something. And the same thing goes for the grass underneath. I did half stitched on the grass to give it a little bit of a softer tone. Originally, the pattern had the quote down here. I'm assuming you guys can see it. I'm trying to hide underneath it so you can see it clearly, but the quote was up here, over here in this empty space. But I decided, since this was going to be a baby sampler, I wanted to make sure that it featured the baby's information. I was debating on whether I wanted the baby's information down here or if I wanted it up here, like it was between the two. So ultimately I decided that I did want to feature it, so it's gonna go up here. And I chose yes, it's softer, a backstitched font instead of the original font that was charted, because I wanted to give it that, like a caption, like you have pictures with captions or quotes underneath. So I decided to go ahead and change it up. So I'll go ahead and bring it in a little bit closer so you can see. And again, sorry for the weird lighting. So it says, how do you spell love? It says Piglet, and then Pooh says, you don't spell it, you feel it. I think it's a very lovely quote. So yes, so I just have to wait until baby boy gets here so I can add the rest of the information. I don't know if I'll be able to show this once I have the information. It all depends on whether we get to meet him, or not whether, because we will eventually meet him, but when we'll be able to meet him. So if I get to meet him before my next video, then great. If not, well, yeah, then yeah, if not, if we don't get to meet him before my next video, then you'll get to see it with the information written, probably. Although I may try to cover up some of the more personal stuff, because yeah. And I don't think they watch my videos. I really don't think they watch my videos. I should have said something, be like, warning, warning. I don't think they watch. They do follow me on Instagram, so I didn't post it on Instagram, but I don't think they watch. Another piece that I was really pushing to finish in the month of April was my Mandarins Design piece. This is Bilbo's home, and I started this on January 1st of the year 2020. I wanted to finish it before the end of the year, but that didn't happen. And I'm very happy to report that I finished all the stitching. So here he is. Oh, that looks really good on camera. I like this. It's weird looking, like stitching this felt very weird because it's all half stitches or 10 stitches. But then when you see it, you know, they always tell you, really, you have to look at it like 3 feet away. So this is almost finished. I just have the detailing to go, which I'll talk about plans a little bit further on. Or I guess I can start talking about it now. So tomorrow will be the start of May, and then I'm not going to do Maynia as it's originally intended. I'm doing my own spin on Maynia. I'll be doing finished Maynia. So I'm trying to get as many of these projects finished as possible. So this is probably going to be the first one up because I just need to do the back stitching. So I'll probably try to get that done within the next week or so, so I can be ready, so I can be finished. And the same thing goes for the details on the birth sampler. I just need to wait. For that one, I'm considering it a finish just because it's not up to me anymore when I can add the last details. But another one that I want to finish, is the one that I want to show you, is my Disney Villains piece. This one I started February of 2020, and I wanted to finish at least one panel a year. It didn't happen either. This is what I have so far. So it's still in the Q-snap. I'll go ahead and see if I can take the top off so you can see the entirety of it. I got some stitches done this week. I got like 500 stitches done this week, so you saw it last week as well. But this was what I have so far. I have quite a bit to go still. This is the cape right here. So she has this jewel, and then she has her corset or her gown, whatever it is. So I still have quite a bit to go on her. But the plan is to finish this, at least this panel, for this month in May. I did the math, and I would only need to do like I think it was 4,500 stitches. So not too bad, I don't think. But we'll see. I think the plan will be to just focus on one at a time. I'll try not to be as sporadic as I am with my stitching normally, and I'll just power through one at a time so I can be sure to get as many done as I can. Aside from that, I do have a bit. Yeah, I can show you the other ones that I have the project packs, or the ones that I want to finish. I talked about this a little bit last week on my video, but I wanted to just reiterate the plans. Oh, every time. I forget every time. All the projects that I've shown you so far have been done on 18 count white Aida. And I like doing full crosses 2/1. So 2 strands over 1 count. I'll try to be better. About giving that information, because I do get people asking. Another project that I want to finish for the month of May, for Finish Maynia, is my Hoard Flag. This is by up to cross stitch on Etsy. And for this one, I don't have too much to go. I looked it up and I have almost 1,600 stitches to do. This is what I have so far. And so if I want to finish by the end of May, I would only need to do about 400 stitches a week. So I think I can definitely do it. And it's only in 3 colors. It only uses 3 colors. This is done on I think it's 14 count black Ada. I just got it from Michael's. It's nothing too special. But this is definitely one of the pieces that I can for sure finish in May. There's no excuse whatsoever. And another one that is close to being finished is my Flowers of the Galaxy. This is what it looks like. Ooh, there we go. And I just found out that one of my friends, Laurel, she finally caved, and actually both Laurel and Tess Stitches, they've both purchased this pattern and have decided to stitch it. This is by 2x2 2x2 stitch art. And for this one, if I wanted to finish it before the end of May, I need to do 800 stitches a week, about 800 stitches a week. I'm pretty much halfway done with it. I think this is the correct way it goes. Where's the big flower? Yeah, the big flower goes to the right. So yeah, this is the right orientation. And this one only has 5 colors, so it's pretty easy stitching as well. Again, this is done on 14 count black Ada as well. I don't get too fancy with my fabrics. So I hope to finish this as well. There's a purple version as well as a teal version. That's why Tess got it. Hi, Tess. So that's another one. Another project, this one's on this side. Another project that I do want to go ahead and continue stitching on, and hopefully can get caught up with an event, is my Flowers of the Alphabet. This one, we're supposed to stitch 1 flower every 2 weeks, and I'm falling behind. So I think right now we're at H still. So, and I haven't even finished F. I'm still stuck on F, I think. Maybe even E. I'm not quite sure. I'm really behind. Well, here, let's just go ahead and find out, shall we? Yeah, I haven't finished E yet, so this is what I have so far. So I've got quite a bit to go. I've got quite a bit to do. So I'll try to catch up during May. Just for the sake of doing things when I'm supposed to be doing them. It's supposed to be a stitch along, not fall behind. Another piece that I want to finish that I quite honestly haven't touched all year, probably, is my Frankenstein Sal. This was a stitch along by the wonderful Sapphire Mountain Crafts. There you go. I totally blanked on the shop for a second, but see, it's all folded up because it's been rolled up all this time. But this is where I'm at so far. As you can see, I really only have the border left to go. So I think if I can just power through, I just have to do that. I just have to power through and finish this, because it deserves to be finished. It's an amazing piece. I adored stitching on it. I loved working on it along with everybody else that participating in the mystery Sal. And Frankenstein is one of my all-time favorite novels, so I really do want to go ahead and finish this. And the one thing that I really enjoyed about this is that everybody could choose their own fabric and floss. I forget what this is called. I got it off of 123 Stitch. I think it is Silver Moon. I'll have to check. I'll have to get back to you on that one. But I knew that I wanted a light gray fabric to go with the floss. So yeah, so I just have to work on this one. I don't know how many stitches I have left to do. Because the border is pretty dense. So I'll have to see. I'll have to gauge it. I'll have to like sit down and maybe stitch for half an hour and see how much I can get done. But yeah, so those are my plans for Maynia. I'll continue to work on Hogwarts as well. I do want to keep doing my 300 daily stitches. And the reason why I didn't stitch on too many things this week is because it was just a really busy week at school again. So sometimes the only stitching I got done was those 300 daily stitches. So hopefully I can get some finishes for you guys for next week, and yeah, I can just move on to more of my projects. So I did do the New Start November last November before we started the No New Starts challenge, but I told myself that I wouldn't touch some of them until I got finishes done. So I'm excited to be able to do that. So yeah, so that's all I have to show you guys for today. Thank you for joining me for this quick visit, and as always, I hope that everybody's doing well. I hope that everybody's staying safe and sound, and as always, I hope you always find the time to do the thing that makes you happy. Until next time, bye.